Hey Saber fans, Tony here from Run Sabers, and today I've got another install review for you. Now, if you're new to the channel, I do install, repair, and update these sabers, so please like, comment, and subscribe. Without further ado, let's get to the video. Now, this is a saber that was given to me by Mandalorian, and it was a cosplayer who has this saber for a long time. It was originally installed with a CF6, and so Crystal Focus 6, no smooth swing, came out with a 7.4 battery. The recharge port was actually part of the pommel, and it wasn't overall, it didn't have any chassis at all. It was just like kind of foam taped to the battery, which wasn't very good. And so we have a completely different setup now. We actually used the majority of the same buttons, at least one of them broke, so I replaced it. And what's really hidden is, you'll see B-roll of this, but there's a crystal reveal in here that kind of, it's very subtle, but very, very nice. And of course you have the retention screw here, and it's anodized to have kind of a weathered look. Of course it has a big, prominent Mandalorian type of logo on the front, and so it's very nice, almost like a bullet casing. You've got the bullet shell and then the butt here, and so yeah, I was able to use the LED heatsink for a Neopixel connector, so you've got your standard Neopixel connector in there. You've got an accent LED in here for your crystal reveal, so it'll kind of flicker while the thing is on, and then you've got in here, so you have access to multiple things here. You've got your speaker, and you twist a little bit for it to come out. And you've got your recharge port there. I'm gonna pull it out a bit. 2.1, and then if you want access to the board and SD card, which I'm not sure if you'll need or not, you can do this whole metallic bronze type piece to have access to everything else, including the accent LED. And so you do have a spacer that I put in there. I 3D printed a little speaker spacer, and so it'll keep the chassis and stuff snug, so there's not any like rattling back and forth. So it is installed with Proffie now, Proffie 2.2. Running 5.7 operating system, as well as having FET263's buttons. Now you can't really see it, but it is flickering in there. B-roll shots will do it more justice, but yeah, very faint crystal. Now I have it set up so it has an audio flicker while the saber's on. It'll also lock up and flash as you do clashes and blasters and stuff. And when it's off, which I'll turn off real quick, it'll just pulse very faintly. And then after 30 seconds, it'll just turn off, so you don't waste too much battery. Without further ado, let's get to the fonts. So first up, we've got the Sorcerer by Cyberphonic. Got nice silver blades here. You can see a lot better in the dark, but you can see your crystals sparking up and flickering. So your one to your left is going to be your aux, and this one's going to be your main power. And so you hold it for 2 seconds to do the force effect. To do lockup, you can hold it in class. Blasters. Can't really see them very well on this. And then all your tracks and stuff. 2 seconds while the blade's up. Yeah, it has tons of force effects and stuff. Moving on.
You ever hear the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise?
So this is the Tragedy by Cyberphonic. It's a nice kind of on-sparked. You see the force effects and effects in general a lot better on this blade. So we'll go through color changing and lightning block. So lightning block, you hold power, tap aux. For color changing, you hold aux, tap power, and you can rotate any color in the spectrum except white. And if once you find a color you like, let's go purple, you hit power to lock it in, and you're good to go. Of course, you still have the force effects.
The dark side of the Force is a pathway to many abilities some consider to be unnatural.
You got blasters and lock up. Next up. This is Unstable 1, I believe. Yeah, Unstable V1 by Cyberphonic. You can see the unstable effect way better here.
I'll show you the dark side.
It does have the Kylo track on it. It's a very loud speaker. Next up. This is Tuscan Terminator by Cyberphonic. Very interesting hunt for this one. It has the Tuscan Terminator track on it too. And he slaughters all the Tuscan sand people. So yeah. Next up, fire. Now this is responsive, so as you tilt down, the fire will climb up. And so you'll see it. And then you also have twist control, so you can twist the hilt, and the more you twist, the more it'll kill the flame. So I think that's the closest it'll get, halfway. As you can see it a lot better here. Very nice feature. Blasters, flashes. Lock up. Force effects. Yeah. Next up. Second Sister by Cyberphonic. Has the Jedi Fallen Order style by Fet263. See a lot better here. Force effects. This has one of the Fallen Order files on it. This is one of the last ones. Jedi Fallen Order 19. This one Vader shows up at the very end. Spoiler alert. So yeah. Next up. This is what is it? 74Z. It's a speeder bike font by Fonts by Fours, or I forgot the. It's on that Repulse custom fonts. And so yeah. Come on, buddy. A very fun font. Next up.
The Dark Saber. It belongs to you.
Very fitting for a Mandalorian saber. This is Dark V3 by Cyberphonic. See the blade style itself a lot better on here.
No. It belongs to her. The Dark Saber doesn't have power. The story does. She can't take it. It must be won in battle.
And the Mando theme, of course. Next up.
Lord Vader.
Rogue Vader by K. Sith. Nice slow ignition for that one. Of course, the hallway scene for it. So we got multi-blast on this, which comes in handy with these scenes. To get a multi-blast, you hold the aux for 2 seconds and let go, then to get out of it, you click once more, and you're out of it. Next up,
If you will not turn to the dark side,
The Return by Cyberphonic.
then perhaps she will.
Track for this is the Bard scene from Return of the Jedi. Track for this is awesome. Next up, this is Energy Sword by Cyberphonic. Yeah. This is a Halo Energy Sword. So yeah. Next up, this is Proton Pack by Cyberphonic. You can see a lot better here. And you can make the intensity change by twisting your hilts. I don't know how well it's going to pick up on camera, but it does change the speed and intensity of the proton blade. This is ESB Graflex by Cyberphonic. A nice medium blue for this one.
Join me. Together we can rule the galaxy's father and son. You have learned much, young one.
Does have the Luke versus Vader track on it. Next up, Seismic Charge by Dendo's Moon Phase. Moon Forge. So sorry. And so it has the center out explosion, and then it constantly keeps going. I'll show that better on here. So yeah, a lot of fun on that one. Now your crystal will react. I don't know how well you can see it. Okay, so your crystal will react to the blade, so if you hit blasters and stuff, you can see it really well. Even if you lock up, it'll stay locked up, and it'll go. Once you turn off the blade, it'll just pulse slowly. So yeah. Now last but not least, you've got your passive battery monitor, which is about medium to full battery, and your party blade. So that concludes the install. I hope you enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun in installing this. It goes out to a fellow Mandalorian, so I hope he enjoys it. Hope you enjoyed. It was a good install. Have a wonderful day, and may the Force be with you.